inside my soul, the child within began to grow. A whispered voice said, take my hand, we'll build a world where love will stand. We gathered hearts like scattered leaves, a tapestry of dreams to weave. From broken wings to open skies, together we will learn to fly. Kaleidoscope of happiness, 1,000 colors we possess, transforming pain to something bright. We're butterflies in endless flight. The cocoons held the weight of fears, but now they're gone with all the years. We stitched the threads of laughter's tune and danced beneath the silver moon. Love to draw us near, no longer lost, no longer small. Together we can have it all. Kaleidoscope of happiness, 1,000 colors we possess, transforming pain to something bright. We're butterflies in endless flight.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kaleidoscope of Happiness. I do apologize for my wet hair look. I was out and about walking downtown in the town my daughter lives in, doing some filming for a new walking series I'm doing, and then I had to go in a couple of quick stores, do a little bit of shopping before I came on back home, and so my hair is still a little damp from being all sweaty. So I do apologize for that. Welcome Jared Talks, and welcome Ruby. And hello to all those who haven't said hello yet. Welcome, welcome. This is Kaleidoscope of Happiness, and it is Wednesday. So we are doing hashtag Wellness Wednesday, where I talk about health and anything else that is pertinent in my life. I did have a doctor's appointment this morning. It was a foot doctor appointment. You may have heard of a doctor called a podiatrist. Hello, Ashley. Ashes and Embers, welcome. You may have heard of a doctor called a podiatrist, which is a doctor that specializes in the feet. Being that I'm diabetic, I have to see a podiatrist to keep my feet healthy. And I had a sore on the bottom of my left big toe since July of last year, and we have been treating it ever since. Today was my last appointment for the big toe, it has completely healed. Yay, yay, yay. So I am released to go and do whatever I want to do with that foot and that toe. I also got my toenails trimmed. I do get my toenails done every about 9 weeks or so. Hello, Carrie Leonard. Welcome. So I don't go to nail salon and get pedicures, but that's a little dangerous for people with diabetes. But I do have my podiatrist trim my toenails so that number one, I don't have to, and number two, they're done properly. Welcome, Lisa, married in Arkansas. Welcome in. So I will be going back. I think it's August 28th will be my next nail trim appointment. But I don't have to see him again for the big toe unless I get another injury. And we are going to knock on wood and pray that God protects my little piggies and that doesn't happen. I have been prone to having some injuries to my big toes. Um, and the past 2 years, I have dealt with toe injuries. So now that we've got it healed up completely, my right toe healed up a year ago from the first injury, and it's been fine ever since. But this left toe, I just keep doing things to it. The doctor teased me today and said, I guess I'm going to have to wrap you in bubble wrap to keep those feet healthy. So we'll see about that. If y'all noticed, I have BJ's channel posted at the top of the chat, his link, BJ's Misadventures. He is a dear friend, and he made me a little 10-second clip video of a beautiful butterfly with AI. And he posted it on his channel, and I posted it on my channel, but we couldn't get the video to where I can just play it straight from my channel or on the live. Hello, Carver. Welcome. Lisa says, my mom had diabetes and sister has it, and my son just found out he has it. Oh no. Diabetes is an awful disease and it cannot be cured. You can only manage it. And I'm here to tell you, it is very, very serious and very important that you do indeed try to manage it. There's BJ. I was just talking about you, BJ. I've got your link posted at the top of the chat for anyone who wants to go over and check out your channel. I tried doing the post and I was actually out and about this morning, and so I was doing it from the car. I couldn't get your channel to link to the post. When I got home, I just tried again and it wouldn't let me update the post. So I may just make a whole new post to be able to put your channel link there. However, I love it. I love the butterfly, and I'm going to share your channel here in just a moment and see if we can't get it to play. Okay. And BJ says he's been diabetic all his life and it is terrible. Yes, it is. All right, let's see if I can do this. Hello, Coloring with Taylor Made. Hello, Taylor. Welcome. I'm trying to see if I'm going to be able to share this out. Give me just a second. And I'm going to assume it is a short. Yes, here it is. Whoops. Okay, did it work? Could you see the butterfly? Is there sound? Anybody can tell us if they could hear the sound. If not, I'll try it again because I think I have to click something when I share the screen. Let me just go in here and try again. Entire and share audio. There we go. Okay, I think it worked that time. Isn't that beautiful? I hope that I can get it to where I can use it in my videos because it is so gorgeous. Hopefully, we'll figure out a way to get it to where I can do it. But if not, I'm just so thankful to have it that BJ was able to make it. And he has a lot more shorts like that on his channel. So I hope everybody will go over and take a look at that. BJ is really getting good at this AI stuff. I am so impressed by him. Yes, that's wonderful. Lisa does a lot of AI music, and I think she's doing some AI video as well. So y'all have that in common. I'm trying, but I haven't got the video part down yet. I'm still just making songs. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about from the foot doctor, someone asked me, when you lose weight, does your shoe size change? And believe it or not, yes, it does. Not only does your foot get narrower, but it does shrink in size. And so I was wearing like a size 10 and a half to an 11 in women's shoes. I think I could actually wear a 10 now. I put on a pair of slip-on like tennis shoes this morning to go to the doctor. And when I was out walking around in the downtown area, my foot kept slipping out of the shoe. And so I think what I'm going to have to do is maybe stuff some tissue paper down into the toe of the shoe to kind of make my foot stay to the back of the shoe a little bit. But I'll do that and it should be okay. But yes, so your feet do get smaller when you lose weight. Okay, BJ is sharing links of some of his other videos. If y'all want to pop over and take a look at them, be my guest, and make sure that you do go ahead and sub up and put on your notification bell so that when BJ posts something new, you will be notified. Okay, coming up this week, we have tomorrow, 12 noon, will be trivia with Elisa. Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern will be our Fantastic Friday live stream with giveaways. So make sure you set the reminder for that one. That was one of the things I was shopping for today, some things for the giveaway. So there is no telling how many or what we're going to give away. So you want to check that out on Friday. Then I will not be on Saturday night, nor Sunday, nor Monday night, or Wednesday or Thursday next week because I'm going on vacation with my daughter and my granddaughter. And we are going to South Carolina. We will be visiting family while we're there. We always have a great time when we go up there. I am going to take a diamond painting to work on. I'm going to take my yarn and my crochet hook, of course, to work on some crochet. I haven't decided if I'm taking the computer or not. I will have my cell phone, and I may do a pop-up live stream on the way there or on the way back or when I'm out and about up there. I do plan on taking some walks while I'm there and videoing those for my new walking series. And that is called Walk With Me, My Adventures. And the first episode has already posted. Hello, Christine. Fab Fit Mama. Welcome. And I forgot to mention, Lisa is a member and so is Christine. So thank you, members, for coming in. I have all my members' links in the description box of this video, and I do share them on my community page. Sometimes it's just a video that they put out, or it may just be a shout out to their channel. So check those out. I appreciate the members so, so much. Welcome, Weekends with, is it Nee or Nay? I think it's Nee. Welcome. She's a relatively new friend, but she has a great channel. She's just getting started. She's a little shy yet, but I was on her live stream the other day and she did extremely well. And there's model Lorianne. Welcome. Let me get some of these names written down so I don't forget. And Weekends. And model Lori. All wonderful channels. All very supportive people. So please get to know each other. That's why I give everyone the blue butterfly wing wrench so that you can easily click on the other person's icon, go right to their channel. If you don't have time to watch videos at the moment, just take a screenshot of their channel, and then you can always go back to it. Yes, Lori, I am healing so well. My hip is almost completely healed. I'm back out walking. I'm swimming in the pool. And come the 1st of August, I will start back doing my seated exercise workout videos. I really enjoy doing those, and it definitely held me accountable by having to post 3 days a week of the videos. And so I will be doing that very soon. Hello, Star, another member. How is Miss Star feeling today? I know you've had a bad cold and sore throat issues and lost your voice. So we've been praying for you, and I hope that you are healing well. Yes, with God's strength and encouragement, I can do anything. And I'm starting to live my life that way. A lot of you know me that I have been in survival mode uh, for a long time in my life. And now I'm going into thriving mode. I am no longer just surviving, I am getting life together. And I am happy and enjoying my life. Poor Star, still under the weather. Okay. I've had those. I had bronchitis for 5 months one time. I know how that is. And it's, usually a combination of allergies and change of the weather and, maybe even just being inside with air conditioning blowing. All of that contributes to upper respiratory type problems. All right, before I go any further, I do want to go ahead and do our chapter in Olivia's book. We are covering this book, The Seven Sacraments of Health. It is by Olivia. Her channel is the same name, The Seven Sacraments of Health. This book is available on Amazon. It's not a very large book, and it's very easy reading. And she covers pretty much every aspect of our lives that we need to maintain to be healthy. And we're on chapter 6, and it's entitled Nature. Looking at beauty in the world is the first step in purifying the mind. Emmett Ray. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. Leo Tolstoy. The word nature has a few definitions, including the processes of nature such as birth, reproduction, and death, the unspoiled regions of an area of earth, or stripping a thing to its basic properties or nature. Speaking generically, when we refer to nature, we are referring to the unspoiled regions of earth we may be able to access and enjoy, or subjugate and exploit. Many saints, mystics, thinkers, and writers throughout history have retreated from civilization, or at least from densely populated and industrial centers of civilization, into the wild mysteries of nature for contemplation, healing, and communion with the divine, or simply the natural world. In fact, it is nearly a stereotype of the mystic to be a cave or cabin dwelling hermit seeking visionary enlightenment in the mountains, desert, or woods, communing with animals, trees, angels, and possibly demons. This makes perfect sense to most of us. We know instinctually that we are bound to nature. Good morning, Sue. Is that the Bud Files? Yes, it is. Hello, Bud Files. Hi, Sue. How are you? Okay, I'm not going to read the entire chapter because I do want y'all to purchase this book and read for yourself. I'm going to read this section. Water is medicine if it is healthy and accessible. Water, whether wild as in oceans, lakes, and streams, or domestic as in pools and baths, is literally a fountain of health and well being for us. We should seek out time in nature and especially water to boost our health and affirm our connection with the earth or the blue marble as seen from space. Imagine multiplying this effect with mindfulness, movement, and community by taking a long walk with family and or friends. Then layer that lovely walk with expressions of gratitude as you drink in the sights and scents of vibrant foliage, sounds of water and animals, and breathe the freshly oxygenated air of the forest, woods, or mountains you are blessed to visit. Perhaps you can pick wild berries during your walk. Possibly you can find a stream for your feet to step into, or can raft, paddle, or canoe on a glassy lake, finding the blue mind. If you are growing your own garden or visiting a farm, pay attention to the sights, sounds, smells of the small ecosystem at work, bringing you fresh food to harvest. It is this mindfulness that centers and stabilizes our nervous system and allows us to bring gratitude into the forefront of our consciousness, releasing even more beneficial neurotransmitters and hormones to enhance well being. Once again, we return to the underlying matrix, the web of our seven sacraments of health as we move towards our optimum wellness. Okay, and then we have chapter 7, which is rest. Will be next time. Yeah, and that'll be completing the book. So, I do want to talk a little bit about getting out in nature and walking. Walking is one of the easiest and probably most beneficial exercises you can do for yourself. When I was 96 pounds heavier, it was difficult to walk. And because of the diabetes, I have nerve damage in my feet called neuropathy, which means I can't feel my feet very well. Sometimes my brain doesn't know where my feet are, and therefore I will trip myself, tumble, stumble, and fall. So, as I control my blood sugar, that helps the nerves relate to my brain better, which means that I still don't have feeling, but my brain has better sense of, where my feet are on the ground. So just being able to go and walk and not have excruciating back pain and hip and leg pain is such a blessing to me. Now, when I walked around downtown today, I walked for about 30 minutes and I broke that into a couple of videos. But that downtown, which is called Valdosta, Georgia, and that is the city that my daughter lives in, and they are having a rebirth of their downtown area. A lot of the downtown stores actually have built apartments above, up in the higher levels of the buildings. And so now the owners of those apartments and the tenants are revitalizing the alleyways and the back entrances of those buildings. And I did walk down a couple of them and video what they're doing, how they're revitalizing things. So there are a lot more shops, restaurants, salons, and things like that in the downtown area now than I even realized. So it was really a nice walk. It wasn't too hot this morning, and I was able to just get out and walk along the street. And of course, we have sidewalks there. And I did go down some of the alleyways and film that. And I was looking around and I found an art gallery that is called, guess what? Kaleidoscope Art Emporium, I think it was. But so Kaleidoscope is not just a thing of the past. I mean, it is being used right here, right now. And so it made me smile when I saw Kaleidoscope. And I did video their door. I think I did from the back and from the front. So if you watch those walking videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, okay, they're talking, hey, Berry Berry. They're talking about writing songs on Suno. Miss Lisa is very talented writer, and she uses the Suno and writes a lot of songs. Star, the same thing. She's doing the AI videos and songs. Ashley from Ashes and Embers has written some songs as well, I believe. And it's just really a fun way to personalize things, make them original so that we can play them on YouTube without fear of copyright. Yes, Berry Berry, happy Wednesday to you as well. And I am writing everyone's name down because I will be doing a post after the live stream and giving all of you wonderful channels a shout out for joining me today. I have my list from my Monday night live, so I will be doing a shout out for those people as well. And that's something I'm going to try to do as I do these live streams, so that everybody gets, the recognition that they need and they deserve for supporting each other, because that's what it's all about, really, making a supportive community. BJ says, I use 4 different music generating sites. Wonderful, BJ. I didn't even know there was that many of them out there. See, I've got so much to learn. All right. Let's see. What is the next thing I want to talk about? I have made my July 1st members only video that will be posted while I'm on vacation. I also made 2 members only videos that are not ever going to be made public, that are only members only content. So members, be looking out for that. I decided, instead of which I never put out my monthly members only video, that's always just between us, but I have given y'all early access to things and then put them out publicly. But I decided that I will start doing more of the members only content, where it's a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more intimate, and just conversation between us, and have those out during the month as well. I do want to mention that I do have the private Facebook group for Kaleidoscope of Happiness members that is only for members. Married in Arkansas, Lisa has become a member of that Facebook group, and she is very anxious to get to know all of the other members and be able to have conversations and share ideas and things like that. So if any of you members are interested in a private Facebook group with myself and the other Kaleidoscope of Happiness members, please search that on Facebook. It is a private group. You have to ask to join, and then I will add you. Now, I had some problems because I have two other groups on Facebook, and for some reason, Facebook just invited a bunch of people. And even though it's private and even though I keep having to get people out of it, it is going to be just private. And that's what I want it to be, private, just for members. And then I also have installed the Signal chat app, which is free. And you can text message on it, and you can also do video calls. And that I have to send you a link. So email me if you're interested. I will send you out the link. I will be doing some member only video calls on that Signal chat. So if you want to be a part of those, you will need to install the Signal app and get linked to our group. Now, like I said, both the Facebook and the Signal chat, they're both private, and it will only be our paid members. It's not open to the gifted free memberships, only to the paid members, and it will be strictly member only content there. I do share things that I see and that I enjoy, that I think y'all might be interested or might want to see. So there will be posts on there of things like that. But as far as what y'all post and what I see, that will all be private. Okay. Next thing on the agenda. Starting a new series called Healing What Hurts. That will be coming up, and I am working very hard on it right now. And it's going to be my journey of healing my inner child from my trauma and abuse. Also, it's just going to be about general healing of trauma and abuse for everyone. There will be a journal prompts that will be available with it. There will be videos. There will be live streams about it. There will be just a lot of information. And I will be getting very personal about what I've gone through and what I've survived and how I am healing my inner child and living a wonderful life. So I want to share that with all of you. So that's called Healing What Hurts. Then I also have Hearing God's Voice, which is devotionals. I did make that into a podcast as well. And also my Let Me Tell You About My God, which is where I do my Sunday morning live devotionals. I am making both of those into podcasts so that they can be listened to without having to watch the video. Also, I have made a playlist of some of my original music songs that I've made, and that will be available. It'll be coming out as a video and a playlist of videos, but then there will also be the podcast of the songs. And all of that I'm doing just to get more exposure to the channel so that I can spread God's word all over. Okay. I also have started a TikTok account for Kaleidoscope of Happiness, and I think I have 2 videos on there. But if you are on TikTok and you would like to follow me, please look it up, Kaleidoscope of Happiness. I will get the link and I will start putting the link in my description. Um, I know Mary from Blessed to Crochet is on TikTok. Kareem, Chef Hit Dice, one of our members, is over on TikTok. And there's probably a few more. And so it is just another social media platform, a place to get the word out about our channels and about the communities that we're building and what we're doing over here on YouTube. So, like I said, I will be, and I'm going to make myself a note about that. I need the link for the TikTok in description. And I should also put the links for the podcasts. Okay, this is how things get done over here at Kaleidoscope of Happiness. It's called the dreaded notebook. We have to make notes. We have to keep Echo on track. Echo has to have planners and calendars and all of that good stuff so that I keep up with everything. My daughter asked me the other day what my live was going to be about. I think this was on Monday. Yes, Monday when she came to pick the baby up. And she said, "What's your live about tonight?" And I said, "Oh, this is Monday Night Hangout. And I don't have a guest scheduled. So I'm just going to hang out and chit chat and maybe play some games or, something. I don't know. We're just going to have fun." And she said, "Why do you do so many lives?" And I'm like, "Because I like them." I love doing live streams. I love seeing all my friends and being able to talk to y'all, even if it is only through the chat. I still love it and enjoy it so much. So my daughter doesn't quite understand all about YouTube and about the friendships I've made and why people are important to me that I've met on YouTube and things like that. But she is allowing me to be me and accepting things. She saw my account on TikTok and she didn't even mention it. She followed me and that was that. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's going to be, be saying, "What are you doing on TikTok?" But she didn't. She was cool about it. She was just like, okay. She didn't say a word. So that's cool. So anyway, what is everybody got going on? I do have a birthday to celebrate. I almost forgot. Yesterday was my baby brother's birthday, and he is 6 years younger than me. So that means he just turned 56. So he's not really a little brother, but he's my brother. And he lives in Southern Illinois, and he is a professional handyman slash remodeler slash construction slash designer. He does it all. If people have, a room they need remodeled, a house they need remodeled, anything, my brother can do it from top to bottom. So it was his birthday yesterday. Hello, Mom Dog 72. Welcome. Let's see. I do have a birthday party I'm going to Saturday, and that is for little Colton, who is the great grandson of one of my best friends, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy is the friend that I'm going to London and Paris with in October of 2026. Now, when I was talking about going on vacation, several people have said, "Oh, is this the Paris vacation?" No, not yet. We have decided to go in October because it will still be pretty pleasant weather. But summertime is very touristy then and busy, and so is around the holidays. So we're kind of going in the fall. My friend Kathy's birthday is in September. And so she kind of wanted to go around her birthday. So we picked October. Um, so that is a go. We are still in the process. She may have already went and got her passport. I haven't done mine yet. When I get back from vacation, that is one of the things I've got to get busy on. And um, I've been doing a lot of research. We're going to spend probably 3 days in London. We're probably going to fly to London, stay 3 days in London, take the Eurostar train to Paris, stay 3 days in Paris, and then fly back home from Paris. Um, I know several people have made the trip and have gone, and I need advice about where to stay. Um, my friend Dagmar from Belgium did send me an email letting me know some places not to stay in Paris that are a little bit sketchy and a little dangerous. And so I won't be staying in those places. But I do need some, information. We're not going to go first class, top 5-star all the way. We're going to try to, spend our money wisely, and so that we will have, nice accommodations and be able to afford to do the sightseeing and things like that. So that's another thing we're looking into to see whether or not um, it's worth, going with the tour group, or if it will be better for us just to make our own arrangements and do our own sightseeing. I know going with the tour group is a little more expensive, but they plan everything and you don't have the logistical problems of it. They provide the transportation. Excuse me. They provide all the transportation and everything, the where you're staying, they let you know when to be there for the train, and all of that. But we're both pretty savvy ladies, so I think we could probably do it on our own. But it's just a matter of deciding how we want to go about that. So, as they say, we are still in talks about the trip. So that will be um, figuring that out soon. So anyway, I will be going with Miss Kathy over to Tallahassee, Florida, which is about an hour and a half away, on Saturday for little Colton's first birthday. And that should be a lot of fun. And then Sunday morning, my daughter and granddaughter will pick me up and we will head north to go to South Carolina. Hello, Victor. Truth Wave Energy. Welcome. So I'm really excited about taking some time off and relaxing. Hopefully, we will find some fun things to do while we're there. My daughter and I always leave the grandbaby with the grandparents and go off and shop. Greenville, South Carolina is like an hour away from where we're going. And Greenville has just about every store imaginable there. So we will go to Greenville and we will go shopping. Last year we went to a Goodwill bookstore, only books, which was really nice. Um, so, we'll do that for sure. We'll be going shopping. We will be there for 4th of July. So I'm sure we will go to their downtown and see fireworks and probably have a cookout at Nana's dad's house. That's where they usually have all the family get-togethers. However, it may be at Grandpa and Nana's house this year. I don't know. My ex-grandpa, he normally will have a bonfire in the evenings if it's not too hot. They do have a hot tub, and so I will spend time in the hot tub as well. Nana is an excellent cook, and we will eat out, but she will also cook for us. So it will be a lot of fun, and it'll be very relaxing. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so anybody have any milestones? Anybody reach any subscriber milestones or watch hour milestones? Um, I am at 2577, I believe, on my subscribers, and it is growing, and I am so happy about that. And my watch hours continue to be okay. I do need people to watch my playlists and let the ads run. That's how this old lady is making a couple of nickels to help pay my expenses here on YouTube. So I do appreciate when people watch the content and leave comments. I really enjoy reading the comments. That's probably the highlight of my day as far as my YouTube work goes, is when I look at my comments. I do try to go through my notifications and put a lot of stuff in my watch later list. And then I go back and I run that to watch everybody's videos and lives that I watch in full. If I leave you a comment, you can trust that I have really watched everything. Ashley says, I plan on running your newest playlist. I feel like I'm going to grow so much through it. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I am really coming into my spirituality. I've always loved Jesus, but I am slowing down and being still and listening to hear his voice. And I'm learning a lot about myself, and I'm healing, and my eyes are open. BJ says I'm only 9 away from 1,200 subs, and I've got 50,000 views in 3 weeks, sitting at 265,000 views total. Those are my big milestones. Congratulations, BJ. Let's go. I love it. That is wonderful. And it's all about having fun. If you enjoy what you're doing, it shows. And people will respond because they know that you're legitimate, a for real person, and that you're enjoying what you're doing. So that's wonderful, BJ. I'm so happy for you. I am looking for guests for Monday night and Saturday night. I have a couple spots open in July, but I am wide open for August. So if you would like to come on and, have a conversation, and we can expose your channel to my community and my viewers, and you can I am a faceless channel now. Okay, I got you. I feel the same way. It is like a deep breath and coming home. It hasn't been easy, but I am coming into it. Yes. Yes, Ashley. Ashley and I met over on Boldly Unshackled, Tia's channel. Tia tells it like it is. And Tia has been instrumental in my walk with Jesus. She was a guest. I stumbled into her live stream one day. Within 10 minutes of listening to her, I was asking her to be a guest on my channel. She came, she was a guest on my channel. She inspired me to really study the Word. And I look forward to um, her morning motivations, 8 o'clock Eastern time, about 8:15 Eastern time, somewhere between 8 and 8:30. And she covers some heavy topics, but she relates it to what's going on in the world and in our own personal lives. And she brings you scripture and can back up what she teaches with the scripture. So that's Boldly Unshackled, and you will be doing yourself a favor to check her out. And she is one of my members, and I am one of her members. Yes, she is on fire. And we do put the fire emojis in the chat over there because, sometimes she's speaking right and it is on fire. BJ says, yes, she is. So, anyway, that's a channel to check out. I'm also following Journey Mirror. Um, and if any of you don't know Blue, she also has a Blue's Plates, which is her cooking channel. Go over, check her out. Oh, BJ says chilly. Burnaby, this is in Canada. Conditions are cloudy with the temperature of 58 Fahrenheit or 14 Celsius. The wind is blowing from the east at 7 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 85%. And here in South Georgia, it says mostly sunny, 92 degrees. And I can tell you, it is a warm 92 degrees. Ashley says, Amen, BJ. I think fire is exactly what he is calling for these days. Yes. We've got to, crazy. We were sweating last week. This week it's cold. But we've got to take a stand and prepare for Jesus' coming back, because we are in the last days. So many things are happening, and it's becoming quite evident that what the Bible says is going to happen is going to happen. So be prepared, and I will pray for you. I will encourage you. I will do whatever I can to help you live your life for Jesus and to be happy. You get this happiness, um, and it's great. I didn't talk to him, but I messaged with my friend Dan, who just lost his wife. I did that prayer stream for him over the weekend, and he watched my video, the encouragement video that was talking about laughter. And he said he's trying to keep his sense of humor, but it's kind of hard right now. And I get that. I totally understand. Both him and his wife, Kathy, are children of God. And I'm sure that Kathy has gone home to be with Jesus. However, Dan is still here, and Dan is grieving the loss of his beloved wife and best friend. So we pray for Dan. And we know that God is with him, and God will give him strength and courage, and he will get through this difficult time in his life. BG says, there was a saying that my dad used to say about the weather. What they say and what it is are two different things. That's so true. They don't know exactly. They are forecasting or predicting the weather. They don't know exactly what it's going to be. My grandpa used to say something similar, LOL. The weatherman is only person who can be wrong and get paid. Exactly. That is funny, Ashley. Very, very good. So, anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? I'm also starting another new series called Retail Therapy. There will be a video for that coming out. I do like to shop. I do like to bring y'all hauls. Um, so I will put them there in that series. Again, the walking series, Walk With Me, My Adventures, that will be having videos coming out, and Healing What Hurts, and Hearing God's Voice. All these different topics I will be doing videos on, live streams, shorts, whatever I'm led to do. Like I said, after Friday, I won't see y'all for a week, but I know that you'll have a wonderful week, and I've got extra videos coming out, so you're still get to see my smiling face, just not on a live stream. I will try to do a pop-up live stream whenever I can, and then when I get back July 6th or 7th, I will be back on my schedule. I will be taking off the last week of July because I will have my granddaughter that whole week. That is the pre-planning for the teachers that week, and school starts Friday, August the 1st. And so that whole week I will have my granddaughter, and it's just too much on me to go live when I'm watching her full time. And so that will be a week of rest from YouTube. But of course, I will be putting out videos. And then the following week, we will pretty much be on schedule, and we will try to stay on schedule as the best that we can. Okay? I'm not going to promise anything because, as they say, God willing, I will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock to do trivia with Elisa from Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life. And Friday, Steph from Steph's Little Farm is going to be joining us on the live stream, as well as Elisa and myself. So the three of us creators that are doing the hashtag Funtastic Fridays collaboration will be together for that live stream. And we are giving away prizes. So tune in and enjoy that. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I may be back on later to play a game or do a puzzle. I do have a little work to do I want to get done. And I will be packing soon too for my trip. And I might video that, or I might even do it on a live stream. You never know. So until we meet again, remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye now. I'm going to play the song, and then I'm going to go. Have a wonderful week.
I found the cracks inside my soul. The child within began to grow. A whispered voice said, take my hand. We'll build a world where love will stand. We gathered hearts like scattered leaves, a tapestry of dreams to weave, from broken wings to open skies. Together we will learn to fly. Kaleidoscope of happiness, 1,000 colors we possess, transforming pain to something bright. We're butterflies in endless flight. The cocoons held the weight of fears, but now they're gone with all the years. We stitched the threads of laughter's tune and danced beneath the silver moon. Love to draw us near, no longer lost, no longer small. Together we can have it all. Kaleidoscope of happiness, 1,000 colors we possess, transforming pain to something bright. We're butterflies in endless flight.